Now, I would like to introduce our featured speaker for today. She has got a very long list of achievements at Beachbody because she has been coaching for some time. She is a 6-time top 10 elite coach, 7-time elite coach. She's a 10-star diamond coach. She has been in Success Club 86 months in a row. She's a Success Club 10 All-Star legend. Now, in 2018, we pulled her information on this. She personally sponsored 367 coaches last year. So she is busy. She has been busy. She sponsored 41 lifetime diamonds and above. She has rank advanced 22 diamonds last year. She is part of our Million Club, which means over the time of her coaching, she has achieved $1 million. Now, she has joined Team Beachbody in January of 2011, so about 8 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Amy Silverman. Huge.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well. You look fantastic. Congratulations on your new baby, too.
Thank you. We just celebrated 2 months. I'm so excited for today's training.
Great. Well, I'm going to get out of your way. You know the drill here. So go ahead and let everybody know how and why you became a coach.
All right, you guys. So I'm going to try to talk as slow as possible, but I'll probably be talking pretty quickly because I have so much training to give you. And I have been a coach for 8 years, so I have a lot of stories. And what I just kind of want to start with is just really how it began. And I would encourage you just to look up my story because I'm only going to give you the Cliff Notes version, which is basically the fact that, you know, I was doing all the right things. Kevin and I were boyfriend and girlfriend, and 8 years ago, actually this was like 9 or 10 years ago, we moved to San Francisco from a small town where we met, and we were going to, you know, do all the things and achieve our dreams. And I had enrolled in art school, and I was going to be an art director, and he was going to climb the corporate ladder, and we were going to like create this amazing lives for ourselves in the Bay Area. And we had, you know, it was kind of just like, I just see like us just like walking into the sunset just to achieve our dreams. And reality was crushing. Let me tell you, the world is a hard place. And between student loans, having to pay bills, commuting, you know, all the things that come with paying your own way through college and working full time and going to school full time and commuting and having a relationship and trying to make ends meet, you know, we were just feeling crushed. We lived less than paycheck to paycheck. We were, you know, going to school and working, and our health was declining. We were getting super stressed out. We were starting to max out credit cards to be able to afford to live in the city and to be able to go to school and, you know, to do all the things that we were told we're supposed to do. You know, it's not like we were doing anything wrong. We were doing what we were told to do: get a job, go to school, get a degree, you know, climb the corporate ladder, everything will be awesome. And it's not how it was. So I kind of asked myself at some point, like, this cannot be the way my life goes. What, I graduate from college and then I would just replace class with work, and then I'm, you know, I have all these student loans and I'm, you know, I can't afford to live. Like, I was just pretty down and out, but I wasn't quite there yet. I was really just at the point where I just wanted to feel more confident and better in my skin. And, you know, the universe placed this transformation photo in front of me on Facebook one day, and her results were incredible. And I was at this, you know, rock bottom in my journey where I needed something. I needed something to help me to feel better about myself, because if I didn't feel better about myself, there was no way I was going to be able to change my life. So that's how I got started. I got started with just really focusing on my health, with wanting to lose weight. And I knew that these programs worked because I saw them working for so many people. So I jumped right in with that, and I started doing the workouts. And once I got the results, I wanted to tell everybody about this system, because I was going to the gym and I was eating the standard American healthy diet, and I just seemed to be getting worse. So to have so much progress in such a short amount of time, I was screaming from the rooftops that everybody and their mom needs to be doing Beachbody. And that's how my coaching journey got started, just simply by really believing in this company, because it was already changing my life so much, between the personal development and the mindset and the relationship with me and my body, and just my overall life was just getting better and better. So everybody needed to know about it. So should I just go right into the training, Sandy?
Yeah, I came back on to just say, you know, your story is so incredible, and it still remains as your story of how you came to coaching. You could speak on any topic, but I wanted you to speak on this topic. So why don't you share why this topic, and you can take it from here.
Yeah, so this topic is near and dear to me because when I was a new coach, like I said, I didn't start off coaching to like make this a career. I was dead set on graduating college. I've been a waitress for 10 years, and that's all I had ever done before Beachbody to pay my bills. And so when I got into coaching, I had no idea what the business was all about. But I started to see that people were using this to help people and that they were supplementing their income. And I was like, well, that would be cool to supplement my income, and to maybe one day quit waitressing and to do this and go to school. And I just started kind of just telling people about it and hitting Success Club. And then I started to see like, oh, there's a free vacation. Oh, I want that. And just kind of like really just like getting in quite slowly, but starting to get really inspired. And then the launch of P90X2. Okay, this is how long I've been a coach. So it was at the end of 2011, and I was a diamond coach. I had just achieved diamond, and I was just earning the Success Club trip for my first time. And this launch was coming, and I got behind this launch 100% because I was just so excited since P90X was my first program to do this program. And when the pre-orders went through, I had my first almost $1,000 pay week, and it was in my first year, and I couldn't believe it. And I started to see like, okay, this is how it works. This is because I was still trying to understand this business, right? It took me years actually to understand how to actually like be lucrative, make money with this business, because it wasn't really my focus. And then I started to see like from year to year how these launches, because we didn't have launches every quarter back then, we had them only pretty much once a year. So thank you, Beachbody, for doing all these launches for us, because I only had like the launches once a year to look forward to. But I knew that if I got behind them 100%, that I could help so many people, and that I could have these incredible like jumps in my paycheck, and my team could also have these incredible jumps in their paycheck. So that's when I first realized that getting behind launches were so important. And as a new coach, you're probably sitting here thinking like, okay, well, what if I've never done a launch with that trainer before? Like you loved Tony. So like, what if I've never done a launch with a trainer before? And here's the thing is that nowadays, all of the programs that are launching with like 21 Day Fix relaunching, and Transform 20, Sean T with, and Autumn and Jericho, we have programs from these trainers already. So what I tell my team to do is to really just get behind the trainer. So for example, with Transform 20, I told them like, you need to get behind Sean T 100%, and you need to get some results with programs that he's already put out so that you can show people what this trainer is capable of doing, what he's capable of doing in 20 minutes, 25 minutes with T25, and what can happen. And imagine what we can do in 20 minutes. He just keeps cutting it down. And I believe in Beachbody so much that I know that Carl and Beachbody are not going to put out anything that doesn't get people results. I know that. I have 100% trust and faith that there is not going to be a product that comes out or a workout program that comes out, whether it's an edible product or something that we work out with, that is not going to get people results, because the whole point of this company is to get results and to help people to achieve a healthy, fulfilling life. So I'm one of those people where if something's coming out, I get behind it 100% before it even launches. And nowadays we have those coach exclusive windows with the ultimate portion fix, right? So like you guys should already be getting your certification. You should be completing your certification. You should be talking about it. You should be sharing about it, and you should be getting as many people pumped up about it as possible, and doing the 21 Day Fix with it so that you can get as many people to do the relaunch with you as possible. Like it's handed to you. The success that you could have, Beachbody is literally handing to you on a silver platter. Are you taking all of these opportunities, and are you really running with them? So, every single share is an opportunity to share with others. And I want to do some visuals for you guys today, because I'm a visual learner, and I have so many awesome coaches on my team sharing about these products and how they're doing it. And I really wanted to kind of just show you guys the how. So I'm going to open up my slides really quick for you. And let me just close my video really quick. How do I close my video on the Zoom? There we go. I see now. Oh, it's already off. You guys did it for me. Thank you. Okay, so let's do some Instagram and Facebook example posts. So this is one of my top 100 5-time elite coaches, Meredith, and she is sharing.
Hold on, Amy.
What?
We're not seeing your screen.
Oh, I didn't share the screen. I'm just so excited. Okay, here we go. All right, are we ready? You see?
Looking good.
Okay, thank you. All right, so here's my girl Meredith. She's a top 100 elite coach. She's going to be in the Million Club this year. Really great, awesome, proof the product works type of girl. She's standing here showing, obviously, like, look at her. I mean, she's in her early 40s, and these are the results that she's getting because she leads with the nutrition and she leads with the workouts, and she first and foremost wants to help educate people on health. And so she's jumped right into the Ultimate Portion Fix certification. She's already talking about the sugar addiction issue that we cover in it, and she's adding value while also showing visually what these products can do for you. And at the end of this invite, she puts, and at the end of this post, she puts an invite, because with every single post that you do, that you are sharing, that you are sharing, you know, what you're doing, you need to make sure that you are inviting people. That is what we do as coaches. So pay attention. At the end of all these posts, there is an invite at the end, inviting people to DM them, because while they're sending out invites, they're also reminding people like, hey, I'm here. You know, it's kind of like a visual follow-up every single day. And if you're being proof the product works every single day, then you're showing people like, look, I'm still here. I'm getting results. Where are you? This is a good example of one of my girls, Kelly, who is sharing about Transform 20. She does workout clips, a series of workout clips. And then what I love about Transform 20, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but our trainers, you know, are very motivational. So take what they say and turn them into a post that day. So here, Kelly talks a bit about, you know, progress and like the things that happen and how hard it can be to stay consistent with your workouts. And she gets real with you, and she kind of shares a motivational piece. She's, again, adding value. And at the end, she is also doing an invite and reminding people that enrollment is open, not a contract, just a conversation, babe. I love that she says it at the end. It's not about, you know, like, you know, any committing to anything. She just wants to have a conversation with you to see if you can, if this is for you. And then here's my other coach, Jackie, and look how bright and visually stunning this photo is. She's obviously talking about nutrition. Again, she goes into the Ultimate Portion Fix, talking about sugar cravings, emotional eating, and then she goes into the why and what you'll learn. Like, why do you want to join this? Because it's her first ever nutrition boot camp. And she tells what you'll learn. And at the end, again, she does the invite. DM me if you'd like the details sent to you. So now let's jump into Instagram stories. How can you use, you know, the Ultimate Portion Fix to share Instagram on your Instagram stories? So these are Instagram polls. So this is a big thing that my team does is they share stories and they do polls. So do you struggle with sugar addiction? Do you have supportive family or spouse? Are you an emotional eater? And then when people vote on the poll that, you know, that very clearly states that they need your help, you go in and you invite them. You say, hey, you know, like, I saw that you struggle with sugar addiction. Let me tell you about this group that I'm running that's all about nutrition and how you can even get a certification. So you never have to worry about dealing with nutrition ever again, and you can just live your life. And then these are also an example of some stories. And I'm going to put these in the Beachbody Champions page. So I'm going through them very quickly now. But this is made using the app Unfold. And I'm going to put these in the Beachbody Champions page so you can kind of like look at them and design your own. But this is like the first story, the second story, the third story, and then the fourth story. And then she goes into sharing her results. She was sharing about how she was skeptical, and these are her results. This is my coach, Amanda, and I put her Instagram handle at the bottom so you can check her out if you want. And she shared some results from the programs. And then, of course, at the end, she talks about enrollment into her Own Your Nutrition test group, and she gives herself her own name. So, so yeah, I wanted to share some examples with you guys. Oh, you got to turn on my video. Oh, actually, don't turn on my video yet. I want to share my Instagram really quick, and then I'll turn on my video again. But so this is my Instagram page, and I created something for you guys. And I wanted to kind of show you too, like these were my results when I did 8-day obsession, and I did 2 rounds of it. And yeah.
We don't have anything yet. We don't have your picture yet.
Okay, sorry. I do that all the time with my team too. So here's my Instagram. You guys, you have a homework assignment. This is only going to be up for like the next 5 or 6 hours, but I created a story here just for you guys so that you can see what it looks like to take people through an educational process of the containers in the Ultimate Portion Fix. But, you know, just to show you guys, when this is 80-day obsession results. When a program comes out, I own it and I get the best results I possibly can. These results are with the performance line, Shakeology, the program, the nutrition line, and even 2 months postpartum. I'm still using those results to show people what they can get. And then here I am now, 2 months postpartum, and I'm leading with the nutrition, and I'm showing them like, look, this is workouts, yeah, 20-minute workouts, but 90% of these results come from nutrition. So you really want to constantly be reminding people that they need to get their nutrition handled and that they can do that with whatever you're sharing about. So I'm not going to do my stories for you guys, but because you need to go and watch them. But there's
what's up? I wanted to go over this nutrition certification option for my
whole series there for you guys. So go watch that on Amy Silverman Fitness right after this. And so now I'm going to stop the share and just turn on my video for me. So I know I zoomed through that and because I only have so long. And what I really wanted to hammer in with you guys, because you can go to these slides, you can find these coaches on Instagram, and you can check these out for yourself. And anytime you can follow top coaches, you can follow coaches in the top 50 or wherever in the top of successful boards, and you can see what they're doing. But at the end of the day, it's about getting behind the programs and understanding that nutrition is the golden thread through all of this. If you're not drinking your Shakeology and you're not doing the meal plans and you're not, you know, really taking this seriously, then you're not going to be able to show people it works. And these practices only work if you're growing your network. So if you're not doing the Success Starter system and you're not taking that 20 to 30 minutes every day to connect with people and to grow your following, and you're talking to the same 3 people every single day, this is never going to work. These trainings, these systems that I showed you are not going to work unless you have new eyes on you all the time. So you have to be doing the work behind the scenes that top coaches do to build your network. So the only reason that I hit Success Club the way that I do and have, you know, every single month and every single year is because it's my job to get results with these programs. I only became a coach because of the results. And I only became a coach because I was like, wow, it will literally be my job to be ripped and to be healthy for the rest of my life. And that's why, you know, people continue to join me, because they see that it works. And that's just plain and simple. It's a lifestyle. This isn't a gimmick. This is a lifestyle, but you have to make it your lifestyle. All right. How was that?
I'm still taking notes. Okay, so there were so many things that Amy said, and you can go back and listen to, but a few highlights. Get behind the trainers. I mean, that is how she dives way into each program, not just the program, the trainers. She picks up on their key phrases and uses that in posts. So does her team. End each post with an invite is another thing. Do polls, which are instant surveys of how people like things. That's how people are right now, instant gratification. And also what I love about Amy all these years is when a program comes out, she owns it. It's as if she built it. She learns everything there is to know about it. She embraces it. Whether or not she likes it, she finds a reason to like it. So I'm so enthusiastic about you, because your longevity in this business is because you own it. You walk the talk, you know? So I'm going to now get off my soapbox here and get you to our close of the call, which is how personal fulfillment. How rewarding has coaching been all these years for you? And you can, and take that, go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I really try to act like I'm the only coach and that I have to show people the results, and I'm in a test group. I act like I'm in my own test group with every program, and I'll do it over and over and over again to show people results. And, you know, first and foremost, the reason why I do this is because I want people to change their lives. You know, that's why we're coaches. I want people to take ownership and to do the hard things. And who wants to do 2 rounds of 80-day obsession? But I did it. And, you know, it was hard, but it showed people like, I'm going to do this through thick and thin. And my team sees that. And, you know, the most rewarding thing for me is to see people, you know, especially women, overcoming so much baggage and so much that we deal with in this world. There's so much negativity. There's so many people wanting us to fail, and to be able to help them to show people like, you know, I mean business. I'm gonna rock this. I'm gonna rock my life, and I'm gonna show you, and you get to watch me or you can join me. And, you know, I love physical and mental transformations, obviously. But there's something that comes along with that, where when you become a coach and you pay it forward, the benefits that you get from rocking this business, for me, the memories that I get to create with my team are they mean so much to me. Like, for example, the Success Club trip is coming up. Seeing coaches get their first passport for the first time to be able to go on these trips, you know, that was me back in 2012, you know, so I get to like relive those moments with my coaches every single time they get their passport and they have their photo and they get to go and have these experiences. Like, I remember my first Success Club trip, walking in and seeing all the top coaches, and it was just like everything was glittering. And you know, another one of my coaches shared that she's been with her husband for 13 years. She's a school teacher, and they've never been able to afford a honeymoon. And the 2020 Success Club trip is going to be their first vacation as a married couple for 13 years. And I remember my first Success Club trip with Kevin and how we couldn't afford a honeymoon. And because of Beachbody, we've been on like 6 Success Club honeymoons and 5 top 10 honeymoons and like everything in between. And every day is a honeymoon because of our life that we've created because of this opportunity. Not that before story that I told you at the beginning of this call, where we were struggling and had no love life and had no life altogether. And now we can just do whatever we want. We created this beautiful life with this beautiful daughter. And it's all because I've made Beachbody workouts my lifestyle and made paying it forward my obligation. And I believe that we are all obligated to pay forward every single thing in our life that brings value to our life. And I take that very seriously. So I really hope that you take that seriously too, coaches. And I hope that you realize that you are the leaders in this world to show people what's possible. And there's going to be a lot of people who don't see what you're doing here. And that's what leadership is. It's leading from the front and showing people, you know, that what you're doing is what they need to be doing, even when they don't believe in you, and having courage and standing out of, you know, and living outside the box. That's what leadership is. It's not doing what everybody else is doing to, you know, for everybody to like you. So I really hope that you find that courage today to go out there and to start really putting these practices in action.
I'm just floored by your enthusiasm, and you just had a baby. I mean, like, you're still just like getting right into it. And I watched your stories, and I just want to congratulate you. You're always at the top of the Success Club point list. You just keep it going. So thank you so much for sharing with us today. And thank you for, we'll put stuff on the champions page. I pulled up this, Life is Here and Now, because it reminds me of Amy. She just grabs life right now and just is present and is enthusiastic about our programs and what she wants to do. Because yeah, doing 80-day obsession is hard, but also eating a box of Girl Scout cookies and then crying about it is even harder. You know, it's do the work, guys, and there's possibilities are endless. So thank you so much, Amy. Really appreciate you coming on today and sharing. Facebook is lighting up right now. So we will put her Instagram story tips on Champions page. And thanks everybody for watching. We will have Carl, Isabel, and Darren next week on the National Wake Up Call. So everybody make it a fantastic week. Bye-bye.